In a hidden valley, where the nights were so quiet even the stars seemed to yawn before falling asleep, lived Luma, a young unicorn with a very special horn. It didn't always shine the same way. Some nights it glowed brightly, and other nights it barely lit up, as if doubting itself. That night, Luma was nervous. She had decided it was time to paint the most beautiful dream ever. Not just any dream, the most beautiful one. She had spent the whole day thinking about every detail, the exact colours, perfect shapes, a flawless sky. Nothing could go wrong. When she raised her horn, magic began to flow. A castle appeared among the stars, though one tower leaned slightly. A chocolate river started running too fast across the sky. A dragon emerged from the clouds, looking so surprised it seemed to have no idea how it got there. Luma froze. This was not what she had imagined. She tried to fix it, then erase it, then start over. But the more she tried, the more chaotic it became. The glow of her horn dimmed a little. A heavy, cold thought settled in her mind. If she couldn't do it perfectly, maybe it was better not to try at all. And for the first time in a long while, the sky stayed empty of dreams. Then the stains appeared, one after another, dark and uneven. Luma looked up and saw a fox walking calmly, leaving ink footprints everywhere, as if the ground itself were a page she couldn't help but smudge. The fox seemed delighted with the mess he was making. Without a trace of shame, he explained that this was very usual in his life. His name was Brisna, and making mistakes was almost his specialty. Luma frowned. Errors were no joke. Brisna, on the other hand, seemed to think differently. Every crooked step, every unexpected blot brought him a smile, as if chaos were something worth celebrating. He twirled around once, leaving a huge black smudge on the ground, proud, like signing a masterpiece. It was terrible, and yet it worked. Luma couldn't help but let out a small, timid laugh. Brisna sat beside her, convinced the real problem wasn't making mistakes, but trying to be perfect. Because when you obsess over not failing, you forget to enjoy, to try, to play. And if it went wrong, Brisna thought, at least it would be interesting. The idea was so absurd that it became irresistible. Paint the worst dream possible. The most disastrous, ridiculous one. Luma lifted her horn without thinking too much. Clouds wore dangling socks. An elephant floated upside down. The sun sneezed every few seconds. It was ridiculous, and for the first time all night, Luma laughed for real. But the laughter didn't last. The memory returned quietly, the teasing, the glances, the fear it would happen again. Brisna said nothing. He simply left one last ink footprint beside her. Sometimes, all it takes is to keep painting. Luma closed her eyes, and she painted. She didn't erase anything. She didn't correct anything. She left every mistake exactly where it had happened. The sky filled with blended colours, strange shapes, imperfect dreams that slowly began to fit together. Her horn glowed with a calm, confident light. The whole valley lit up. Children smiled in their beds. Monsters became kind. Chaos became magic. Brisna watched the messy, wonderful sky, convinced that without mistakes, no story was worth telling. Luma smiled, this time without fear, and the sky, imperfect and alive, began to dream again. And once upon a rhyme, this enchanted tale has just begun. Because if you subscribe to Bedtime Stories for Kids, the adventures never end.